everybody. How you doing? What we're going to do is pick up on a conversation good friend of mine, Eddie Kennison, and I had last year, touched upon some really, really good topics. So I want you to check it out. Here it comes.
Ain't no thing, yeah. But where I was going with all this, Eddie, was just imagining you could teleport yourself from 2024 and see your 1994 self. And with everything you've learned since college, since pros, since becoming a father, and now you turn and you look at your sons every day and you see them growing and progressing.
Right.
You see the things that impact their lives. You see the things that grab their attention, the things that don't grab their attention, the little sayings or teaching they do and don't listen to. How would you couch the conversation now if one of your sons was 15 or 16 and he starts going through that? Oh, well, my dad was in the pros and my friends. I'm just saying, it's coming.
Right. Well. So just to be open and honest, I have a 25-year-old son, I have a 21-year-old son, and I have a 10-year-old son.
Yeah.
So the questions that you just asked me, get ready for it. I've already been through it with my two sons, right? With my two older sons, I should say.
Yeah.
And the one thing that I know for sure now, because of our conversations that I have with my two older sons, is back then when they were first born. And then I'll read you a letter that I wrote to myself about what your podcast is all about. Right. A note to your younger self. But I'll read that letter to you in a few minutes. But to answer the question about my boys, the one thing that I didn't know then that I know now is not telling my boys what they should or should not do. My job as their father, and even now I'm raising my 10-year-old, I have him full-time here with me, is meeting my boys where they are.
Yeah.
Right. And not trying to not trying to tell them where they should go or where they shouldn't go or how their life should be led, but ask questions when they come to me with issues or with things that are great. It doesn't matter. My job as dad is to figure out what's your end goal.
Yeah.
Where are you trying to get to and how are you trying to get there? And as dad, it's for me to help navigate them in such a way where they can reach their end goal, whatever that may be. Because if I try to tell them this is how you should be, or this is how you should do, or this is the way you should go, kids will more than likely rebel.
Shut down.
And they will shut down. And I learned that lesson through conversations with my two older boys because I was that dad when they were younger. I was saying, this is how, this is what, and this is why. And that's not the correct way from my perspective, talking to my boys, that I should have raised them. But thank God that, and I use thank God very, very with high regard, because without the presence of God and me understanding who he is in my life, my boys would probably wouldn't probably talk to me, right? Or the conversation would be a lot different or a lot tougher. But now I can get on the phone or I can get on Zoom or FaceTime and bro, I'm talking to my boys like, we boys. They know I'm dad, but it's a great understanding now, man. So I've learned that, and now with my 10-year-old, I'm meeting him where he is. I'm more aware. I have to ask more questions. What are you thinking? Why did you think that way? Or why did you do that? And so it helps them open up. And then I can get a better understanding of what they were thinking or what he's thinking. And it helps me help him get to the point where he's trying to get to.
That's a great learning curve you've had. Yeah. That's
awesome. Boy. Yes, sir. I mean, it was a time in my life where things really needed to settle in. I went through a divorce with my boy's mother, and I really had to hone in and say, okay, Eddie Kennison III, not the football guy, not the businessman, not any of those things other than their dad and a man of God. And when the light bulb went on, it was like, oh man, you see it. You've heard this saying before. I wish I would have known then what I know now.
Yeah.
This is exactly what your podcast is all about. My notes to my younger self, right? Yeah. And I'll read you this letter, and I'm fast forwarding.
Oh yeah.
I wrote this letter. The National Football League asked me to write a note to my younger self. This was probably 5 years ago, maybe 6 years ago. I wrote this. Could be longer. The title of this, it's Shut Up and Listen, a note to younger self. And it says, Dear Rookie, and before I read it, I was in California, I was in Napa, sitting at a dinner table when I got the call from the National Football League saying, would you do this? And if you do it, we need this by 10 o'clock tonight. So, and it was easy for me because I knew then, how and what I wanted to write. Here's the letter. It says, Dear Rookie, you are about to embark on a journey that will change your entire existence. People don't plan to fail, they fail to plan. Research individuals who desire to represent you, as talking about an agent, whether it's an agent, financial planner, or attorney. Get the right people in your corner that will not be afraid to tell you the truth and who have your best interest at heart. Be coachable and in a place of openness to receive the wisdom and guidance of your advisors. Remember, they are the experts hired by you to advise them. Shut up and listen to the people who are there to legally represent you. If you find yourself in a hopeless situation, know that there is hope. You are giving all the talents, abilities, and gifts that you need to succeed in turning any situation around into something positive. You were built for life. Be brave. I'm about to get emotional. Be brave in acknowledging where you went wrong and accept the challenge of getting back on the right path. Shut up and listen to those who will keep you on the right path. You will be presented many opportunities to invest and partner with various individuals and companies. Be very diligent in your research of such opportunities and use the resources provided by the National Football League to do so. Every good business deal and opportunity is not always the best business deal and opportunity. Shut up and listen to those who can guide your business affairs. Saying no is okay. It is natural to want to help family and friends with financial support. You will have a family one day that you will need to be the foundation financially and spiritually. Think about the children that you will one day be responsible for. When you say no today, you're saying yes to their future. Follow this simple formula, Eddie. Know when to shut up and listen, and you will set yourself up for success in the game of life.
Man, that is awesome. And you were able to rattle that off.
Yeah.
But you already had in mind kind of what you would have said at the time anyway.
Yeah, because I had already retired from the National Football League, and they were getting ready for the NFL draft. And they wanted me to present this letter to the National Football League so they can show it to the incoming rookies that were being drafted or free agents.
Oh man, that's a valuable tool they had. Yeah. Yeah,
man.
Oh man, that is so good.
Yeah. So, but you brought back memories, man. I got emotional on you for a second, but good night, man. It brings back memories, right? And where I am now, bro. I turned 51 in 9 days, right?
Congratulations, man.
Bro, yeah, thank you. And I'm raising my 10-year-old, bro. Life is so beautiful right now. I could not ask God for anything better right now.
Life is beautiful if you let it.
That's it. That's it.